for everybody. You know, we did that post and everything for Instagram and Facebook. So if you saw it, you saw it. We basically had, you guys vote for a brand new logo. And it was a two-way tie between C and D. And, as a group and everything, we took it up to a vote. And pretty much, we do got a new logo. What you feel about it, Bray?
Motherfucker fire.
Chris?
I was in the kitchen cooking.
Chris definitely came up with these logos, and I can't even lie. Like I love this new logo. I fought for it my damn self. So it's like y'all know this shit meant enough to me. I didn't stop looking at the polls. I didn't stop. So it's like, I saw everybody's vote for it and everything like that. So we appreciate you guys that did. And yeah, without further ado, I'm Jay the Kid. That's Broke Boy Bray.
Yo, yo.
We got LC from 773. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is another episode of Four Ropes Full Podcast. Now,
Just wait. Just wait. The ideas I got. The ideas that we got.
it's a lot of
Last few
merch
days.
that's finna be shown on here.
Let's
It's a
see, I
lot of
flooded
merch.
y'all last night with I don't know how many texts. Y'all would have
I
to turn
like
the channel mute.
it's gonna be some shit, and I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I'm very proud of the merch that we finna get ready and do. So be on the lookout for that. But without further ado, boys, we ain't even 24 hours removed from the Rumble. And I'm just thinking, what are you guys' thoughts on exactly the landscape of what a Rumble is right now? No Cody Rhodes, but you got the Tribal Chief in the Rumble. You got John Cena in the Rumble. You got CM Punk in the Rumble. You got Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. You got a lot of guys that I was surprised that even was in the Rumble. Like it seemed like I don't. I'm not a full fan of like how everything went down in the match, but you can see that they didn't put the weakest dudes on there, like the heavy hitter. Like he put on some good heavy hitters. Like it was back to back guys where it's like you could think they could win the Rumble, and then there was those few heels that was like, oh, I hope he don't win, but they never do. So it's like just seeing everything pop off like it did this year with a little bit of heat, where he been telling me about. What was y'all opinions on the Rumble? Uh,
It was a rumble.
it,
It was a rumble.
Yeah, it was a little different than expected, especially those last 5 minutes. I was like, all right, what are we doing?
uh,
I mean, it's gonna always be a little different, I guess now, but you gotta be, I guess, okay with it. I mean, obviously Jay going after Gunther.
yeah, you should have seen that shit coming. He wasn't
I
gonna never
mean
go try to
that
challenge Kofi. I mean Cody.
yeah, yeah. I don't
That
see
shit wasn't
him.
happening.
The only way I see him challenging Cody if they actually put him in a storyline for that. But then it's like you got Cody main eventing pretty much every night at that point. So they either gonna let him main event night one or night. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna get Cody night two. I don't really know how that's gonna go. But I mean, he obviously gonna be winning.
Fair enough.
Other than Cody, your other, and I don't know how I feel about the term poster boy. It's just like the way that it sounds, but it's Jay.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna say
Commercials,
this though
everything.
because I
LA
want
Night,
to say this
yeah.
on
I
this
mean,
because I'm gonna let
yeah.
you start. I'm gonna let you start the topic here shortly. We gonna get into one thing and one thing only as the first topic: Cody versus Kevin Owens. I didn't expect that ladder match to be as good as it was.
Yeah, no, that match
Now,
definitely caught me off
I didn't
guard.
mean to sleep on Cody, and I didn't
Oh
mean to
yeah,
sleep on Kevin, but I thought that it was just gonna be some just spots in there, just some basic spots where it's like shit, somebody get hit with the ladder, somebody get hit in the abdomen with the motherfucker, somebody just get it
Hornswoggle
thrown on
Wagner.
them
Stay
with
coming out in the woodworks.
shit was being tossed in that motherfucker,
Nah, I
bro.
knew that's how that match was gonna go down. Just the way they were promoting everything. You got to think about it. Like Kevin Owens
Yeah,
was really sick of his shit, and Cody was slowly starting to snap and shit. So it was like it was inevitable that like they knew in order to win this match, I'm gonna have to beat the hell out of the other person, and we
somebody had
literally
to damn
saw
near
that.
die.
Yeah, literally
That,
I
that
ain't gonna
was
lie
a
to you.
Kevin Steen in there the whole time.
for real.
That Alabama slam from Cody Rhodes on that ladder though.
Oh yeah, they was doing
That
some.
should make that should make my
Yeah,
back hurt. I seen that shit. My jaw immediately dropped.
yeah, but that's what pretty much they say every time when they see Cody do something different. Everybody forget like he didn't try to go that mile.
Yeah, no,
That
they went to
motherfucker taking
war.
unprotected. He the last person to take a real unprotected chair shot on live TV for real.
So yeah, I mean, I can't be mad at it, low key. It's just like it is what it is. This situation, but I just enjoy the fact that Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens had a good match without nobody interfering.
Hmm.
They
They
didn't
definitely
have
made it seem like
nobody
Sammy was
interfere.
interfering in that.
I'm happy for that, but I'm disappointed for the same fucking reason. Nobody interfered. Was somebody expecting Randy Orton, or was I'm just
You know,
tripping?
I was expecting
Yeah,
Randy, and when I at least saw Sammy, I thought Sammy would do something other than just sit
right. I
there and
thought he
not
was
do shit.
going.
Like I definitely thought he was
Yeah,
going to attack Cody. Like I thought that was going to start his like heel turn right there because they're definitely building up some shit with him,
yeah. It's gonna
Jay,
either be
and
him,
Cody.
yeah, him and Kevin, or like they gonna have another long feud. Or
Hmm.
I mean, now they gonna play it off as well. I told you to, do this favor for me. Instead, you didn't do anything to help me even win. So now I'm gonna look at you in resentment. So tell me where they're going with that storyline. But pretty much it's gonna be probably moving him back and forth through the mid card.
You know, you ready to take a sip, Chris? You know, if you know, you know. It's an episode that we haven't posted and everything. That's a side quest episode that's dropping Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. Pretty much, Randy Orton needs to be somewhere in Mania. I don't care if he's in the main event
I
with
don't get where the
Cody.
fuck he's at.
I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's student versus teacher, but it needs to be a marquee matchup that he doing. If he not going against Cena or Cody, I don't want to see Orton at Mania. There's no point in me seeing Orton at Mania. If it's against anybody like Grayson Waller in theory, why the fuck would I want to see him in a tag team match? If
Yeah,
he's not
nah.
going against if he's not going against Cody, if he's not going against John, there's no point of having Randy Orton come back for any goddamn reason other than to waste time.
Man, he pretty
Ain't no
much did
way.
everything unless you go down to NXT.
If I see Randy Orton main event a stand and deliver before I see him main event a WrestleMania, I might flip my top. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Nah, they not bold enough and crazy enough to do some dumb shit like that.
I wouldn't.
That
I don't know.
yeah,
I
that
don't push it
sounds
past
like
nobody
super
no more.
disrespect.
Nah, I would say Randy wouldn't fall for that shit, bro.
See,
I would say you gotta remember this. Randy's still a crash out, even though he is more humble. That shit. Once a crash out, always a crash out.
Yeah, legend killer.
see, I don't disagree with y'all statement, but what I'm also stating is this ain't Vince McMahon that he can yell at no more. This is Triple H who gonna yell back. And it's the
Kick your
same. Triple
motherfucking
H
back.
might be old, but Triple H still built like Triple H still got them shoulders, and I I'm not fucking with him. I'm not fucking with him. I don't care if Triple H turns 72. If Triple H still got them shoulders at 72, I'm not fucking with him. What nigga is 72 built like goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah,
Like no,
Vincent Kennedy, man, the way
exactly.
he was doing.
Boy, I ain't worried about I
Vinnie
ain't worried
Mac.
about Mr. Freak Off.
Vinnie Mac with the pencil mustache.
Nigga was trying to have Monday night freak offs.
Hey,
Shit is insane. But nah, since pretty much we got that out the way with Kevin Owens and Cody, we're gonna talk about the women's rumble. The woman of WWE returns and wins. Charlotte Flair winning the rumble. I
thankfully,
guess.
the
I
queen.
would have preferred her to win the fucking elimination chamber because at least then that would have fucking proved that like she really deserved that shit.
I guess. I mean,
Like winning the rumble, I don't know, man.
I
it's
mean,
like I'm seeing
yeah, I mean,
legends.
Royal Rumble wise, you could pretty much build a storyline out of that. But it's always been like a build up to a lead. You kind of know who gonna probably win the Rumble based off in, like who's been showcased in the last few months to weeks. But when they do pull like something different out the woodwork like that, you can kind of expect like, okay, it's not as predictable anymore. You ain't got to just sit there and predict the show and you don't even watch it. And by the time you turn the TV back on, you already saw like the six matches in your head. But I mean,
True.
that's why a lot of people don't really do the damn watching the entire shows anymore. It's more of a highlight reel.
And it's just like I see a legendary career right now with Charlotte Flair, but there was no need for her to win.
Especially with the amount of talent we saw last night in the Rumble appear.
Like, Bray, your girl Roxanne,
I
she put
told
on the
you.
masterclass. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I told you, she is the Iron Woman. Shorty
She
went crazy last night. We saw fucking Julia pop up. We saw Stephanie Ricard.
like they held their own. Them
We saw
NXT
Jordan
girls.
Grace debut.
Yeah,
We had
as
a
an
good
official
moment with
member.
we had a good moment with 4 black women all in the ring at one time for the Royal Rumble. It was so much goddamn melanin on the screen, boy. Michael Cole was finna pass out. Pat McAfee was finna have a stroke in that motherfucker. He was. That's a double entendre. No diddler, though. No diddler. But nah, just seeing how everything transpired at the Rumble, I'm disappointed for number one, for everybody teasing AJ Lee, and AJ Lee wasn't even in the motherfucker.
I knew she was gonna be in
Alexa.
a Rumble though. I mean, like honestly, we gotta be real here. There's a really low possibility she ever comes back to wrestling at this point.
But it's that feeling of there's a chance. Like there's still a chance that we see Big E. There's still a chance that guys who left WWE can come back for one more ride. Kevin Owens, there's a chance that he won't go 10 years without a championship. Maybe he might win some shit in 2026. But 2025, that shit ain't happening.
Hell no.
I
I think
mean,
Kevin Owens ain't winning shit big in 2025. Unless he
they,
go get the world championship off of Jey Uso. That's the only thing I can see.
which is
Because
like,
I don't see him dethroning anybody who's WWE champion. World champion? Sure. WWE champion? No.
yeah,
Because I
WWE
definitely don't
champion come with
see,
some things.
I just don't see anybody who's WWE champion losing to him. Is that fair to say?
No, that's fair. That's very
Yeah, I
fair.
mean, way you booked.
It's
This
just,
would have been his moment, if anything, to where he actually would have had a literal chance, whether they made somebody interfere in the match or anything like that, to even give it some type of credibility, like he actually had a chance. But after this current match, it's like, well, damn, what they gonna do from there? He pretty much lost clean due to stipulation of the match, if you don't consider that clean. But that's it.
So with everything that Triple H did for the Rumble, letting Tozawa, I'm sorry,
Oh man,
doing him so dirty that he didn't even make it
his
off the
first ever
ramp.
Rumble too. That was the fucked up part.
He
Damn,
didn't
that was
even
his
make
first
like he
Rumble.
That was
he
he tweeted out, bro. That was like his first Rumble appearance because he was like, I've been in WWE for 8 years and this is my first Rumble appearance. But don't worry, I'm gonna come back stronger next year. They used him as a
Damn,
fucking gag.
and then
for
let
speed.
Speed go in there.
And get
Like
an
Eliminate
elimination.
Otis, and they get fucking speared to all hell by Braun Breaker.
let me just say that Speed got one hell of a pop in Indiana. He got a decent little pop.
Oh yeah, I
Bro,
mean Indiana
he
Like
status.
huge. I was like, that nigga is
That's all that
global.
like
really
I know
happened.
he global, but it's just like in the wrestling world, like he's actually a fan. He's actually like somebody that got enough respect to WWE and come in like they have some common sense. He not trying to be a wrestler for real, for real. He just there to have some fun and make a little money. Of course, he trying to build his brand up. I can't be mad at you. WWE
Yeah,
trying to do the same thing. That's why your ass is there. Not saying that he ain't there because he a good worker. But WWE see them goddamn numbers right now. If Speed want to get into wrestling and he actually good, fuck it. He can be like a Bad Bunny, Logan Paul type of nigga.
I
But
mean he'd be with Logan for sure. That's what we kind of got brought in by.
yeah. And then that spear was just crazy. Ray, you already said it, but that spear, like, if you ain't believe that shit actually hurt, if you seen how Speed body folded when he took that spear,
This motherfucking head was in one spot. This rest of his body
boy,
was like.
I thought Speed had a concussion.
He ain't never been hit so hard in his life.
I
He was
don't know.
like, dang. Then this
I
motherfucker
don't know.
military pressed him and he threw his ass over. Like if y'all see the clip of his ankle, he lost damn near. Yeah, he it's literally down to pink meat. That's literally all that was left on
Oh
his
yeah, I would
ankle.
say he ripped his whole
Yeah,
skin off.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
it.
Otis ain't shit either. Otis could have been a W man's and put him on a goddamn
Nah, fuck
thing, but
that.
nah, he was
Nigga,
like
Otis was pissed he got eliminated by
welcome,
that
welcome
nigga.
to the
he was
business.
like,
I was like, Otis was pissed off that Speed eliminated his ass. He had every right to do that.
oh nah,
Hell
his
yeah.
shit was valid. His shit was valid. I can't be mad at it. It's just like
Hey, he
I'm like,
lucky that's
nigga, you
all
could
he
have
did.
been. I
He
mean, he
lucky that's
definitely
all.
could have. He
Otis
definitely could
is
have
the
put
strongest
speed through
person.
that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he for real could have ended Speed whole
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, he could have definitely put speed through
Right
that
right
shit,
before
boy.
that shit started.
Speed ass would have been a pop tart. How much he was gonna be squashed, boy. Otis jumped off that goddamn barricade onto Speed on that damn table.
Tsunami style.
Speed probably.
Man, wait
Oh
till
my
Bronson
god.
Reed. Well, Bronson Reed would have made that
Oh,
shit a lot
Bronson Reed
more.
would have came out and did that shit on goddamn Speed, boy. Speed would not be seen again. We would be doing the
We let
eulogy right now.
let Bronson Reed turn into who Kevin Owens used to be when he used to beat up the celebrities. Like whoever you trust, pretty much. That's Bronson Reed. Let
Nah,
him just come out and start
Bronson Reed
squishing
do that.
motherfuckers.
Bronson Reed, Bronson Reed do that shit. You got to bring in federal agents. I ain't gonna
Man,
lie
it's
to you.
gonna have
They
you
be
gonna
in
have to
there,
sign a waiver before you go for you take a tsunami.
boy. You got to
Of
make
course,
sure
but
y'all.
that's the whole thing. Just get them to sign some shit. You want to come backstage? Yeah, sign this paper.
So, but what does
next
it
thing you know,
say?
Nah,
next
you
thing you
good. You
know,
good.
you
Don't
out
worry
there
about
getting
signing that.
tsunami.
Don't worry about that.
You gotta
Wait,
take
why are you
five
saying?
tsunamis like Seth. Well, shit, I
Why
know
the
he
first
Seth
couple of
probably took more.
sentences?
We are not liable for anything that may happen after the tsunami has impacted.
He's like, am I taking the tsunami today?
But what the
Nah,
fuck is a tsunami?
nah, don't worry about it. It's one of the best seats in the house. I just say that.
Shit,
You
looking up
can't
at the
miss it.
lights is crazy.
Like damn, you just see Brian. You just looking up at the lights. You just like damn, this is a nice view in the
You gonna
room.
think it's
Like
a damn eclipse going on?
you gonna look up like goddamn, they take the sun away in this motherfucker. Boy, next thing you know, it's just Bronson Reed just standing above you over the top ropes, and he just smiling. Just imagine that nigga smiling at you before he dived down on you.
Oh,
Like that is
They get your ass
terrible.
a neuro agent, your whole body can't move.
yo
You
ass
can
gonna be in
still
the
feel
hospital for the
it.
next 3 months recovering. You finna feel like Goku in that bitch.
You will not have your knees no more because that nigga is going to literally squash down on your body so hard that he paralyzes your legs. If you are not if you are not a professional wrestler, make sure some
I
of
say
these
I have to
celebrities that
prepare for
do
that
come,
shit.
be prepared to take some of the shit that could happen. No Diddy.
Hey, Snoop always prepared. Snoop could take a
Snoop Dogg,
tsunami.
see, Snoop Dogg, if that shit happen, if Snoop Dogg take a tsunami, Snoop Dogg gonna be
All
blunt
smoke gonna
ash.
come out.
That nigga is gonna be blunt ash by the time Bronson Reed get down. Boy, boy, I
All the
love
smoke
Snoop.
gonna come out of his lungs from over the years.
Boy, Snoop Dogg is gonna be gone right then and there. We gonna have to, boy. Don't let it be in L.A. and he do that shit, boy.
Yeah,
You ain't
all
seeing gang violence until Snoop Dogg gone.
hey, no, no,
That might be the
all the Crips gonna need to do something completely different compared to that, bro.
boy. The Crips and the Bloods gonna be together that day. Them niggas gonna say, "Fuck it, we riding for Snoop Dogg."
Unity for
Can't even be
Snoop.
mad, boy. He do that shit,
Let me
but
find
nah,
out Snoop getting gang violence right now. All he gotta do is get tsunami.
boy, cause he ain't gonna be around no more. Snoop Dogg weigh the same as me. That nigga is just taller. There's no goddamn way. I know if he hit me with one, I'm gone. Y'all gonna have to do this podcast without me because there's no
We have
way
a
in hell
little
I'm
urn that
making it
say
out.
Jesse just always
Swear
right
to God, it's
there
just gonna have a
viewing the
little picture.
podcast.
It's just gonna be a picture of me just sitting back. And you
Nah,
know what?
you know how
It's
they
fucked up,
always
but I
got that
want y'all
memory
to
shot of
put the
people.
photo in.
Yeah, I was trying
I
to
want
say,
y'all
you know how they got that shot of everybody, but it's gonna be you like scared
exactly
as
what I
fuck.
was
Just
thinking.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
fucked up.
in memory,
Y'all got to do
just
right before I die. The fear in my face as that nigga finna jump
like
down on
so.
me.
You wonder how I got here.
Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck I need to happen if Bronson Reed ever think that he gonna splash down on me. I'm gonna have to send some shots in the air before I let Bronson Reed jump on me. Just have a
This
little
shit,
Glock in
man.
my knee pads. Just have a little Glock in my knee pads. As soon as he jump down, pow, try to roll out the ring.
Thought
You might
Brock
be
was scary.
not see.
And then he moved like Brock. Just he
See,
got a whole different speed to him. Brock, granted, was already doing damn near shooting star press and shit like that. So
yeah,
you got an
but
over
like,
athletic motherfucker.
but like seeing Brock come up against you, that is terrifying.
But at
But seeing the
Bronson Reed
Australian nigga,
size,
that look like Bronson Reed running up on you, ready.
like literally
Matter of
Big
fact, it's the
Show with
fact that he
speed.
don't have his fist up. It's the fact that nigga is running full body into you.
Oh yeah,
That's the
got some.
same size. I fuck with that. LC Customs. Y'all go ahead and get some stuff. Let's go ahead and get some stuff, y'all. Come on. We got the merch coming soon. If y'all got some custom things y'all want to add on to the merch and everything, we doing that as well. So everything is
Oh yeah,
in
we
the
taking
house.
all things into consideration.
You see, we got some merch right there in the back and everything. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the merch,
Wrong side.
the merch is looking good. That's just some stuff in the making. Y'all ain't even seen everything yet.
I
Yeah,
don't
we
want to
got to
hear
get some
them.
damn banners.
I was thinking that shit too. I was thinking that shit.
Yeah, a banner would be a little bit more easy to move around.
Now, main event Jay versus Gunther 2. Jay told us this year that he was going to be a world champion on this story.
Yeah,
Jay
I
Uso.
saw. I would say another thing that kind of confirmed it too is I saw a post talked about elimination chamber where they were like, see who wins the elimination chamber to challenge for the undisputed title. So I think it's kind of just set in stone that he's going to end up challenging Gunther again.
See,
right. Predetermined.
but see, this is what I don't understand about it. I'm not saying I'm disappointed Jay won the Rumble because I still had to sit back and think about the Rumble after it was off and what I
Yeah,
felt about it. I couldn't just immediately give it an opinion just because I don't fully know how to feel about it. Like, I'm still now thinking to myself, what the fuck did I just witness? I don't hate the fact that anybody lost. John Cena lose, okay, fine. Roman Reigns loses, cool. CM Punk loses, hurts a little bit, but fuck it. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. It's a lot of shit that could happen.
Punk ain't signed his last contract, so
Logan Paul.
he still got next year.
Logan fucking Paul helped eliminate Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
Talk
And
about a
Roman
feud.
Reigns. He assisted in that. It's fucking insane. My reaction to Logan Green coming out as number 30 might have pissed me off the most because Logan Paul could have been 17 through 1. We knew he was not winning. We knew he was going against his brother. We knew he was going away for a little bit and he was coming back. Y'all telling me number 30 was saved for Logan Paul? Y'all could have did anybody.
I don't know, man. The Rumble was just so fucking confusing because it's just like, no, like I'm really not that mad at the winner. Jay, he deserves it. He's had crazy shit happen for him over the last year. He's been super over. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. I guess we just have to let Triple H cook and shit and see what happens in the next few months leading up to Mania. But so far, it's confusing.
It's just Triple H gonna have to cook with the elimination chamber. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie to
very
you.
interested to see what Monday Night Raw
He
is gonna look like.
he's gonna have to cook with this shit. I ain't even gonna hold you because the transfer window is where it is. Cody Rhodes ain't going over to goddamn Raw with the WWE Championship. It don't at least it don't look like it. Somebody else might have to take that motherfucker to Netflix, especially if they saying Cody Rhodes is actually injured. He he might have to drop it, and that means somebody gonna have to grab that motherfucker. I mean, somebody gonna have to grab that motherfucker and run to the finish line because WrestleMania is around the corner. And if you're not gonna defend that bitch at Mania, this is how you get John Cena back in the game. This is how you put Drew McIntyre in the game. This is how you put everybody who you saw in the Rumble, that final 6 to 7 men, fatal 5 way. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Elimination Chamber. If Cody had to drop the championship, inaugural, do the new champion, whatever over there. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. them motherfuckers gonna have to fight in the chamber. Who else you add the other twos don't really matter. But them guys need to be there.
I'm curious how they're gonna decide who's in the Rumble.
Like,
Who's in the Elimination Chamber?
like we know Cena's gonna be in there, but Cena's not. Cena might win that. There's a chance that he might. There's a chance that he might not. There's a chance that he just wins a singles match at Mania. At the Elimination Chamber, but goes on to Mania after winning a few more matches on the other shows or whatever. But John Cena gonna have to win something if y'all gonna put him in this match.
Yeah.
Especially in this Fatal 5-Way gang. This Fatal 5-Way is literally supposed to be make or break.
Show who really deserve to go to Mania.
Like, I told her that there's so many people that say they are the best wrestler in WWE, say they are the chosen guys. Okay, prove it. Go prove it right now.
No, that's what I was telling Sav with Roman. I was like, Roman don't deserve to run the Rumble. If he really deserved to go back to WrestleMania and get a title shot, I was like, prove it in the fucking Elimination Chamber. Show why you really that dog.
I don't know if he can do it though. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense for this not to be a situation where y'all put Cena in to win a championship. I don't care if Cena get beat up halfway through the match, but as long as Cena do a little fighting in the end to make it look like he really wanted this championship, but he was gonna die about that shit, John Cena needs to be added into this Fatal 5-Way. So therefore, you can push it as Cody ends up coming back and he decides to get in this goddamn match, or you can say fuck it and add Drew McIntyre to it. But it needs to be Punk, Seth, Roman, Cena. Whether y'all do Cody, whether y'all do Drew, somebody gonna have to be the biggest hater. Somebody gonna have to. Somebody gonna have to be the biggest hater. Somebody gonna have to just end up saying, I'm coming back for my shit. Seth Rollins could end up coming back for the goddamn throne. Roman Reigns could be coming back for the throne, the best in WWE, because that's what the WWE Championship is.
Yeah.
It is literally the name of the goddamn company. So literally, you are representing the brand. That means you are taking this brand as far as you can take it. You have to be that one holding that belt. And I'm not gonna lie to you. All those guys are in that match deserve to hold that belt. Punk one more time. Seth one more time. Roman one more time. Cena one more time to break the record. It's so many people that's gonna have to work their ass off in that match.
Yeah.
But you either gonna need a Drew, you're gonna need a Randy, or you're gonna need a goddamn, who's another person that could fairly get into this match? AJ Styles.
I would say AJ came back last.
And AJ Styles is the type of nigga that could really, put some shit together. But now, we're just gonna spend a little time just talking outside of wrestling. It's been a lot of misconceptions about wrestling again that I hate. Why do y'all keep fucking with us? Why do y'all keep putting this shit on social media if y'all know this shit ain't gonna happen? I was expecting AJ Lee to be in the fucking Rumble. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why I spent so long just thinking I was gonna hear that light it up shit play in Indiana and the crowd was gonna go fucking crazy. Why was I waiting on that? Can anybody tell me why? I had hope for this shit.
Can come back for Elimination Chamber.
I don't know.
I think AJ's just done. I don't think she's gonna come back.
And it hurts my heart to say that I'm in denial when I shouldn't be. I knew that this woman wasn't gonna probably end up coming back, but I still kept my hopes up. So it's like can't really pinpoint when I thought AJ Lee was gonna be in there, but you know who the fuck I didn't expect? I did not expect Nikki Bella to be number 30 in the goddamn Rumble. Y'all could have put her anywhere else. No disrespect to her. Hall of Fame career if you want to give it to them. They carry the Divas division with a little bit of more potential than you could have thought. Two twins actually doing a good amount of professional wrestling, had some fairly good storylines. Although I do hate the Brie mode music, I got to give credit where it's due. The Bellas have done some good things, had some good moments and shit like that. So they get their flowers there. But god damn it, y'all could have put anybody at 30. Y'all could have put
What the
anybody.
fuck is Jade?
Jade
Yeah,
Cargill not coming back after posting all of this other shit. She's not here. She's
night
not in this
against
Rumble.
Raw. I guess tonight.
Naomi and Bianca
I
out
mean
here in
tomorrow night.
matching goddamn outfits at the Rumble. And you are on the sidelines. And not no disrespect, but Bianca is shitting on you right now. Tell me why I'm supposed to believe Bianca just forgot about her tag team partner being beat the hell up and now having to go find a new tag team partner in Naomi. Why wouldn't I supposed to
Hey,
believe
during the
that
match
Bianca
when
really is
she
supposed to stand on business and go get her goddamn partner back? No. Bianca is like,
hey,
fuck it.
see,
I'm gonna go
yeah,
get Naomi. When you come back, you come back.
hey, say
Jade
can't argue with
Cargill
her.
and Bianca
Still
Belair
holding the belt.
as a WrestleMania match is finna feed some shit.
I feel like they're building up to it, but it's just like they haven't pulled the trigger on it yet.
That's if they even do it.
Right. Because like that's the thing. Like, but remember they've been saying they were gonna turn the fucking Street Profits heel forever, and they finally just did it. Like after 2 years of fucking talking about it and shit.
Let's not jump ahead of ourselves because we still got Monday and Friday to where they can make it be like some babyface getting tired of this your grandpa situation.
See, if it was like that, they would have came back and immediately attacked DIY and said fuck the Motor City Machine Guns and left them up looking at the goddamn carnage that they created because they was getting their get back on DIY. No, they costed DIY they shit because they was like, nah, nigga, y'all gonna keep these belts. We gonna be the ones that's gonna beat the hell out of you and we gonna take these motherfuckers. We not playing with y'all no goddamn more. We going to WrestleMania as champions and somebody gonna have to defend against us. Fuck what you talking about. That's what that shit felt
It's
like.
what they've been needing to do anyway. Instead of talking about breaking them up, once breaking them up, we're gonna have to pretty much run two whole different situations with that, and all they're gonna do is phase it out how they did Otis and Tucker. And forget he got the worst
See,
end of that stick.
but they crust was chasing tag team gold for the first time. They couldn't even catch the shit in goddamn NXT. So if
Yeah.
they was going on the main roster immediately, somebody's gonna have to make some shit shake. And
Hey,
Tucker and Otis was given that position, and then they lost it, and it's fucked up. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles in
I
some
know.
situations.
Sean and Marty.
It's just it makes no sense for the Street Profits not to get championship gold around them. They
Should
got
have
a
been held
they
it
got a pretty
before
good
it
pop.
even switched again.
They got a pretty good pop, and the Motor City Machine Guns couldn't do shit about it. And Tommaso Ciampa and goddamn Johnny Gargano shouldn't be able to do shit about it.
No,
Street Profits should be putting boot to ass at the Elimination Chamber, or they should be getting a WrestleMania moment.
100% agree.
I don't care if you give them, if you have to put them in a ladder match. I don't care if
It
there
could be
was
a
a ladder
triple
match
threat
last year.
tag, triple threat tag, and pretty much they can pin either the champions or the challengers. They can pin pretty much anybody, and it still
See,
be a credible W.
I feel that. But there should not be another team in the mix of this match. Street Profits need a solo moment. If y'all gonna do a triple threat match, do that shit at goddamn Elimination Chamber. But the Street Profits,
Yeah,
if they
no,
going to
not at
Mania,
Mania. Not at
if
Mania.
they
That's
going to
a
Mania, this shit needs to be some shit that the Street Profits have to fight through to get these motherfucking belts. I don't care if it's a TLC match. I don't care if it's a tornado street fight. I don't give a fuck what it is. Y'all need to make this
it's
shit
gonna be
matter
some
for
with
the
a
Street
stipulation.
Profits because there's been so much holding back on these motherfuckers. And definitely keep goddamn Tom Matonga and goddamn Jacob away from them damn belts. No. If y'all gonna push this shit as Jacob, this mean motherfucker, Jacob needs to be a United States champion.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, put him as the U.S. title. Fuck the tag team titles.
It makes no sense for Jacob to be a tag team champion again. I don't care if he next to Tamatonga. I mean, yeah, Tamatonga and Tongaloa, I don't care. Jacob Fatu needs his own belt. It makes no sense for him not to have it. Y'all
Agreed.
have been showing him up as a guy who can come out and be a star, leave the bloodline without even a full year, not even a full, what, 5 months, 6 months? Ain't been a full, it ain't been a year basically that this motherfucker has been in WWE. But
Yeah, I forgot when Jacob showed
he
up, but it
talking
definitely had been a year.
he talking his shit on the mic now. He had to sit in the background and tell everybody how much he loves Solo. This nigga is now by himself now. Well, he got Tama Tonga by him, but he by himself in these matches 1-on-1. He do not need nobody to help him or carry him or cheat for him.
We saw that
I didn't
last night
watch
with the
him
Rumble.
put I watched him put belt to ass to Braun Strowman. Left that nigga leaking. Hit this nigga with moonsault after moonsault after moonsault, and all of them was clean and with some energy. Do you know how evil you gotta be to say, nah, he ain't done yet? While that man is sitting there fighting for his life in the middle of the ring. He hit that nigga with 5 moonsaults. He hit him with like at least 15 of them face busters.
That's why I say Jacob and Bronson as a tag would be the most dominant. Even when we had that little small moment with War Games and everything, I still said it right there. Putting them together was always smart. You
Yeah,
got two big dudes that know how to move pretty much, but at the same time they calculate it. They not just out here trying to do like lucha stuff because they big dudes, or they not just doing all super heavyweight moves, but they know how to actually make the match itself. It's not just like a okay, this super heavyweight going up against some guy that's like Rey Mysterio, and pretty much all they gonna do is just have him throw him around. It's like no, he gonna actually do some rolling around with his ass for a while, and then he gonna decide like, all right, I'm finna squish him.
No, did he? And just saying that last part was a little crazy.
No, did
Just
he?
had to mention that in real quick. But we gonna get into 20-minute wrestling rants.
Yeah.
Wrestling moments that pissed us off, even if it ain't the Rumble, just some shit that you seen online. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm starting first. What the fuck was that? Alexa Bliss not being 30, but Nikki Bella makes no
Yeah,
sense to me. No
missed
disrespect to
opportunity.
Nikki. Again,
Nah, fuck
congratulations.
that. The
Nah, bro, they
disrespect.
did Alexa Bliss so dirty in
Disrespect.
that fucking match.
But number 30 should have been Alexa. I don't care. I don't care if she didn't win, but she was gonna have to put up a fight. And y'all are telling me that goddamn Nikki Bella was gonna get more of a pop than Alexa Bliss. Y'all, the first off, let me just report Dave Meltzer was 1,000% off on what the fuck he tried to put out. Like WWE ain't had no plans for it. Oh, there was a plan, all right. There's a plan for that shit. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm interested in it because she came back with the dark, like the Wyatt family type of feel with her outfit, but she came out to her old theme music, or a little bit like it's a little bit
So I
different,
saw
kinda.
Uncle Howdy had posted. He was like, "We see her back, Alexa." So definitely some shit finna go on, especially depending on what show she's on.
But
But them niggas don't care.
she should be on SmackDown. She should be on SmackDown. She does not need to go against Rhea Ripley and lose. I do not need to see that. I need to see she got a chance against Tiffany. She got a chance possibly against Charlotte. She got a chance possibly against a few women. Now Jade and goddamn Bianca, that's a different story. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to see. Man, I'm just still confused on why the fuck we gotta have Charlotte winning this shit. Like, I know we keep just beating a dead horse, but it's like, what the actual fuck are we doing? Quite literally, what the fuck are we doing, gang?
I don't know, gang. I stopped asking these questions. I
Like,
stopped.
the moment they started promoting that she was gonna be in the Rumble, I knew some shit was gonna go down, but I didn't think they was gonna have her win the fucking Rumble.
Oh, I knew they was gonna push that shit. They had no other choice but to push that
I
shit.
just, bro, if she takes this title off Rhea or fucking Tiffany Stratton, I'm gonna feel so fucking pissed off.
She gonna take that bitch off. She taking that bitch off. She either gonna attempt to take that bitch off of Rhea, or she just gonna take that bitch off of Rhea because she trying to put up Ric Flair numbers when she don't have to.
I really hope they're not bold enough to do some dumb shit like that, bro.
They might, and that's the thing that makes me upset because there's a possibility that this shit could happen, and if it does, we got to sit back and think to ourselves, this is our goddamn champion.
No, that is true.
This is the motherfucker that we rock with, or we supposed to hate on. But like, regardless to the point, there's no way in hell y'all are telling me that Charlotte Flair is gonna come back and dethrone Rhea.
She better not come back and dethrone nobody.
Respectfully, if it's Tiffany Stratton she go up against, cool, I guess.
Nah, she does not need to dethrone Tiffany.
She don't need to dethrone her, but if you do it, fuck it. But Tiffany Stratton need to be the one you put that bitch back on. I don't care if she's a two-time Money in the Bank winner. You, how much do y'all really think the positioning of talent is purposely measured? Because who the hell are gonna get these tag team championship opportunities for the Raw brand if they have night one? Who's gonna do it for the goddamn United States Championship? Who's gonna be the one that walks in with the Intercontinental Championship? Will it be Sheamus finally? Will Braun Breaker walk in with that bitch? Will Sheamus leave? Will Braun Breaker walk in with that bitch and leave with that bitch?
That's definitely gonna be an interesting one to see where they go from there.
Like Sheamus
Yeah,
is
cause
looking for his quest for the Grand Slam Championship, and he ain't let his foot off the gas yet to getting his hands on that motherfucker.
yeah,
Every time I turn
about the
on a
only
marquee
person
match,
honestly
Sheamus is
going for it.
defending. It's like he fighting for his life. Sheamus is just Sheamus either gonna have to win that bitch or he just ain't he gotta retire. This better be a silent retirement because
Nah, it could be a retirement match. career versus title.
Mm,
Because now it's like you about to either put yourself out your own misery or you're gonna keep challenging for this belt and losing and going to the back of the line and wrestling all the way up to the front. There needs to be some type of real stipulation to it.
Agreed.
I guess I don't really think about it too much being younger, but like now that Triple H is in charge and shit, like I know what I expected out the Vince era. And I know what to expect out of Triple H NXT era, but I don't know what to expect of Triple H running the whole show.
All right, and we in Netflix era now.
Because it scares me only because we believed for so long that
He was the answer to all of our problems. Like, oh, we need a wrestler like running the show. Like, we get a wrestler running the show and shit. He don't know what it's actually like and like how the matches should be going. But it's like I feel like he's now kind of losing that a bit, trying to do so many promotions and make it bigger than just wrestling at this point.
see, that's not my issue with it. I'm perfectly okay with him making that his deciding factor. But there is no way in hell it should be that impossible for him to get some type of momentum going.
No, agreed. Like I said, Monday Night Raw is definitely going to be interesting to see how that shit turns out and everything.
I don't know who is getting what push. I don't know who is doing the Elimination Chamber because it's so many unanswered questions. Do Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns go one on one at the Elimination Chamber?
No, it's gonna be a triple threat between them and Punk.
But see, that's where the Fatal Five Boy gonna have to come in because Cena gonna have to get in the mix of that.
That's why I say it only makes sense. Put them in a match. It's like why fight against what already is pretty much set in stone and working? You got your last five people in the match. You can pretty much go based off that. Like even without including Logan Paul and Dominic, you still got pretty much all those big names at the end that you can put in that match, and nobody would be like, "Well, why they in there?" It's like shit. They all did the Rumble, and you clearly can see that it could have went either way. Even
Right.
if Jay didn't win it, it still could have went either way. You could have put Jay in a match, and it'd still be like, okay, it's a believable situation.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see how shit go.
That's
It's
the
gonna
thing,
be all over the place.
and it is, and that's the thing that bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that bothers me about all of this is that I don't know where we go from here, but all I know is CM Punk need his WrestleMania moment.
You don't get this WrestleMania moment this year, bro. It's gonna feel like such a fucking like spin in the face.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna figure out something. They can always pull a last minute audible.
And I also know one thing for certain: Jey Uso, United States Championship. I'm sorry, Jimmy Uso, Big
Yeah,
Jim, the man, the myth, the only non tag team member of either the Bloodline or the goddamn Usos. He has not held a single championship.
yeah. I mean, nah, I don't. He
Every
don't need to
member
hold the
has.
U.S. title, even though Jay held the Intercontinental. He can still hold the Intercontinental.
Like he should be able to call himself a singles champion.
He
Now,
should. He especially with how much he's improved over the last year.
now, if they planning on doing something, Shinsuke been behind a lot of people during that last SmackDown, just walking behind, staring people out.
I thought that
If
was
he
them
can go
carrying
against, if
cross
if
up to
they can
not
make
paying
it like
attention.
a fatal four way or some shit like that, or a ladder match for the United States Championship, and Jay Uso win that motherfucker, and then the next 2 3 matches later, his brother wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Now them two motherfuckers in the ring hugging it out after they just had beef last year. Man,
Man,
we needed damn near a year and a half away from each other, but we did this shit.
Mm-hmm.
every time I hear people in the ring, I always think Benoit and Eddie.
Hey, it might look like it, but guess what? It also looked like it looked like a good ass moment to give Rikishi.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
He
would
could
be a moment to finally shut Rikishi ass up. He'll never be able to say shit again.
he could be able to say my son was world champion, my son was United States champion. They both had matches at Mania and they both won.
And have that
You
mania
can't tell
moments.
me shit no more now. You can't tell me shit else about my boys.
I literally
They were
make them
meant
go
to carry
on
this shit.
right behind each other.
So it's just
Don't
like
even give it no time to space out matches back to back.
you never really understand the moments of tag teams breaking up because there's always a chance that they go their separate ways and never team up again, or they always come back too many goddamn times as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Motor City
What?
Machine Guns. Every
Man,
TNA situation before they even got together, they was already into it.
nah, you right. I just don't know where we go from, you know, go from here on anything other than WrestleMania is not supposed to be a one-off from WrestleMania 41. Y'all need to really put some shit together.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to
I
see.
don't care if it's the fatal five way, like I said. I don't care if it's a rumble. I mean, like a fatal four way, fatal five way, ladder match, whatever. I don't care, but I need to see some shit. I need to believe that y'all are in Vegas. Y'all are basically putting all y'all motherfucking chips in on this motherfucker being the most memorable mania, one of the most fire, spectacular, the one that's supposed to mean everything.
I
This
say
shit's
that
supposed
every
to
year.
matter.
I hear that
It's
every
supposed
year
to
now.
matter, and y'all got to step up every other mania after that. Y'all got to step up every rumble after that. Y'all gonna have to keep up with the trend. Can y'all do it? There's a chance.
Only time will tell at this point.
There's a chance. I mean, like I said, I don't know exactly who all Triple H gonna get off this roster and then put on this motherfucker because hell, now that he back in charge, it's a lot of people trying to get over there in WWE, and they understand that they might not be the main champion, but they gonna get some good ass goddamn matches. They gonna have some good ass fans. They gonna have some good ass moments. They gonna have a good
It's
ass
really that
time
screen
doing
time.
this shit.
You don't get paid if you ain't on screen or you don't wrestle. And you don't even do
Exactly.
anything. You ain't getting paid.
Exactly. And Triple H basically, if you on the TV, motherfucker, you gonna do something. You gonna do something spectacular.
Yeah,
I,
right place, right time. They could probably just pick you to do some shit. And that's the segment that got the most traction. You there every week.
exactly. But you know, y'all, this this what we gonna end it off with. If y'all could rank, if y'all could rate this Rumble out of 10, what would y'all rate it?
Out of 10,
Yep, out of 10.
I feel like it's a solid like 6.5.
I was gonna say like a 7. 6.5 is reasonable. I'm with Bray on that.
Nothing crazy, but also kind of underwhelming
Something
in
should have
some
happened.
aspects.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
something
very
should have happened.
predictable things, very predictable outcomes, except for the men's rumble. I don't think anybody predicted Jay winning. Like that was some real underdog shit. Like I don't think anybody saw Jay winning just because you had,
No,
like you said, Punk, Rollins, Cena, fucking
yeah, you
Roman.
had all them
We
key
had so many big
players.
fucking names in that bitch, bro. Like
Anybody could have took that, which is good. It's like
exactly.
why have a bunch of no names that nobody know? It's not believable. You put all the big names in there, or like whenever we play 2K and shit, we just putting everybody in their own rumble. We literally go in there and pick like, all right, no, we want to go against these people in the match. It's rare as hell that anybody would pick like, and it's none against them, but it's like it's rare that somebody will pick a Grayson Waller over the Rock. If you have to choose between the two, you're gonna pick the Rock.
But you're right.
Yeah.
My personal rating, after giving it some thought and consideration, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. It could have been so much more.
So we kind of all on like synonymous agree. It's a 6 out of 10.
It's
Yeah.
it wasn't a terrible rumble,
But it's like they had so much more potential that was just not used.
but there were choices that was made in this rumble that made me really have to sit back and think to myself, "Damn."
I feel like up to this point I have never questioned Triple H's like booking decisions. But this is the first time I can genuinely say I'm questioning this nigga and I'm looking at him completely sideways because it's like, what we doing?
Hey,
It's
he need
basically
he
what
need
is
the
building up.
reliable people.
It's like what is building up. If you got a plan for this shit, nigga, bring it to the light now. Bring it to the light by the elimination chamber because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen after. If Roman not going for a championship at Mania, shocker, but I mean, fuck it. If Seth Rollins not, fuck it. If CM Punk and them not, fuck it, I guess.
Yeah, that's about the only believable.
But
They're gonna probably put Cody in a fatal four way at Mania
do not tell me that CM
until it's
Punk is gonna
actually
have to
fucking
wait
time.
for another main event.
Mhm.
CM Punk gonna have to wait another Mania for a main event. I'm not fucking with that.
Mm-mm.
I'm not fucking with that at all.
A one-on-one main event, but they're gonna
Somebody gonna
probably
have to.
under the rug his ass, give him that fatal four way.
Hey, I take it. I don't care. CM Punk is in the main event, but we need to get that shit over with.
It needs to be this year, or it's just gonna, like I said, it's gonna feel like a fucking spin in the face for
You got two
Roman. Because
fucking nights.
last year was 100% understandable. He got injured. That
Yeah,
fucked up everything.
because
This
it
year
would
they
have
have
been last
no
year.
fucking excuse.
Yeah, they was gonna pull that. They was gonna pull that triple threat match. I felt that shit coming.
Oh, nigga, that triple threat is gonna be so fucking good. And that's what I'm saying. Like Jesse, like you mentioned, he got that favor from Paul Heyman, which we don't know what the fuck the favor is.
Hey,
So
as long as he don't do no buckshot lariats, he is straight.
Yeah.
I think he's taking extra precaution this year to avoid making sure he doesn't get injured again.
Nah, leave that
Yeah,
shit
he
to
ain't
Logan
got to do
Paul.
all that. He could just be technical and
Right. Punk, you
whoop
too
some
old to be
ass.
doing shit like that. We
Right,
love
let
you. You
Logan
too
Paul do
old.
that shit.
Leave that shit to Logan Paul. I'm cool with it.
Logan Paul and Hangman Adam Page. Let their asses do that shit.
Let them niggas
He
argue
been pissing
online. I'm
Hangman
cool with
off with
that.
that.
Right. Hey, Punk, you stay out of this conversation. You
Like,
too old to be doing this shit.
like Punk, I don't need you going back over there. I don't need you putting your hands on Jack Perry. Ray
Ray
Phoenix
Phoenix needs to
got
put
it.
his hands on Jack Perry.
Ray Phoenix got it, gang. He gonna be in WWE by June. He'll
Could
be
you
all right.
imagine they have him come back by Mania and have that moment with Penta? That'll be some shit right there.
Agreed.
We can only pray though.
Agreed.
Hopefully, they bring back the cruiserweight title with this resurgence. I mean, at
For real,
this
they should
point,
just get rid of the speed title and bring that back the cruiser.
Without question.
Like I don't get why the speed title's a fucking thing.
At all.
they just
It
needed
makes no
something to
sense.
promote on Twitter.
But why?
Hey,
Nobody pays attention
payments,
to that shit. They
ads,
barely give the champions of the speed titles any recognition on fucking television. So it's just like we just have a title just to have a fucking title.
of course. 24/7 title.
You're right,
Any
but it's
title
fucking
that's not
annoying.
being defended consistently and they need some filler space, they gonna make some like random people do some shit.
Facts. But since we pretty much wrapping things up and everything like that, y'all, 2025 is still looking up. We getting a lot of good fan support, a lot of good feedback and everything. We got an interview coming up next Sunday that we're gonna be doing, but y'all will give it on Monday. It is pretty much us having our man Kojio on. So, that's gonna be a good interview for you guys. He's definitely somebody that we saw that we was pretty much interested in doing some work with. He helped us out with a lot. He got us the interviews with Queens and some more interviews coming here shortly. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Shout out to Kojio. We can't wait to have you on to the show and everything. You guys want to add anything else onto that?
I mean, yeah, like you said, shit's just looking up all 2025. More interviews, more hot takes, more wrestling with the guys, new fucking logo and shit. Like
Got some new merch coming, everything.
eight subscribers off of 100. Like shit looking up.
The
Yeah.
deadline to 100 I thought was going to take a little bit longer, but
Gang, what we had this channel for 6 months at this point.
I think about almost it's about there. If it's not there, it's arm reach.
Yeah,
Because I think,
right. Like, gang,
Yeah.
like this is insane.
and us being able to do stuff with IPW, us being able to do stuff with some
Oh,
other
can't wait for that
promotions here
first show.
hopefully soon.
We will be there for that first show. If not that first show, we'll be there at the first 5 shows at least.
We gonna definitely, try to work and get some more stuff done with IPW because we looking forward to their future as well. But ours is just beginning. Shout out to those guys. They doing their thing out there.
Yeah,
But
and
the
we appreciate
ropes,
everybody that step onto the pod and speak with us and shit. It's always a blessing.
exactly. The ropes are getting full, y'all, and that just means one thing: it's time for us to revamp. It's time for us to do some new things, new trons, new merch, everything. So, with that being said, though, I'm Jay the Kid. That's Broke Boy Bray. And right here is our boy LC Customs. And in 2025, we told you to watch for the ropes. And how we end every podcast is by telling y'all, thank you for wrestling. And we out.